The opulent mansions that once lined Long Island's North Shore used to reflect what was a common lifestyle on Long Island. Well, now that type of luxurious living is the exception rather than the rule. But as Chris Calora reports, there is still one mansion that offers the opportunity for everyone to experience the luxury of what was once Long Island's Gold Coast.
It played a role in one of the most famous films ever, portraying Citizen Kane's mansion Xanadu in aerial shots in the 1941 film classic. Nowadays, Oheka Castle in Huntington survives as one of the grandest of Long Island's Gold Coast mansions and offers Long Islanders a chance to get a taste of what living in one of the classic mansions may have been like back in the heyday of the Gold Coast. Completed in 1919, Oheka Castle was built as the summer home of philanthropist banker Otto Kahn and remains the second largest private residence ever built in the country. Kahn was famous for throwing Gatsby-like parties at his palatial estate.
So whether it was a private dinner for 100-something guests, or it was a big lavish party for a few thousand people, and having Enrico Caruso sing in the ballroom, so he was just loved life.
But Kahn died in 1934, and his widow eventually sold off the estate. It was never used as a private residence again, and it was finally abandoned in 1979. It fell into disrepair and was eventually condemned to be torn down. That's when developer Gary Melius stepped in, purchasing the estate for $1.5 million with a vision of restoring the home to its former grandeur.
Well, I always thought it could be restored. I didn't think how big a job it was going to be to restore. I think I underestimated that.
Since then, Melius has spent about $30 million restoring Oheka Castle to its former magnificence. Today, it's open to the public as a luxury hotel, spa, and catering venue.
What's really great is that people actually get to live the experience of Oheka, what it was built to be, which really was a place to entertain and have fun. And that's what it is today.
Perhaps one of the most interesting things about Oheka Castle are the structural design details that Otto Kahn wanted for his home. There are some examples here in the library.
He developed Oheka in concrete, so it's basically fireproof with very little wood. But where it's most prominent is in the library, which is looks like wood, and it feels just as warm as a room would if it was made in wood paneling, but it's actually painted plaster, which is done in a technique that was created in the 1920s called faux bois.
As a hotel, Oheka remains a living, breathing estate, an opportunity for people today to experience the elegance of what it was like to be a guest in a Gold Coast mansion of the 1920s.
I think that really makes us very different, is that people actually get to touch it and feel it and enjoy it, sit in it, and feel like they're living at that time. So I think that was what it was meant to be.
In Huntington, Chris Calora, LI News Tonight.